Hi everyone, it's Tuesday the 21st of May. We are back in the shop. We are back after the weekend off. Stephen was obviously down with the Mustangs down at the tournament in Dumfries, and we've had a nice quiet weekend trying to recharge batteries and find the oomph to keep going for the summer. Today we've got updates on customers. Stephen's got a skate repair to do. We have the Pirates gloves coming in for repairs. Pirates gloves, the whole team, and we've got to sort some couriers to go out this afternoon. Is that about it?
Yep, stay tuned. So guys, right off the bat we have a nice little repair that I'm going to have to get my head around. So what we have is something that I've noticed over the last little while. Most of the Bauer goalie skates seem to be, like say for example the 3S Pro or the 3S, the toe itself seems to deteriorate very quickly on these skates. Now when I say deteriorate, it could be down to the toe bridge on the pads having the wrong size of screw in them. Like one of my goalies in my team, he actually used a visor screw to be able to hold his toe bridge in place, and it ate through the top of the toe box. So with that said, this is one of the repairs that I did on this skate. Yeah, it looks very rough, but what actually has been done is it's been layered up by carbon fibre and epoxied over the top to basically rebuild the entire toe, because the toe was missing. It had a hole in it. So with the other one, it was even worse. This one was the worst out of the both of them. Now it's very interesting to say that that's been a pair of 3S Pro skates that's came in with that problem, but now we have a pair of 3S skates that have just came in with exactly the same issue, but with a slightly different twist. Obviously now there is a hole in the toe box, and I'm going to have to try and fill that. So what I used the last time I did this repair, I ran out of carbon fibre strip, so what I did use instead was ballistic nylon, and I cut up the ballistic nylon and I used epoxy and basically pasted that into where the hole was, and then layered it up to basically try and make it as stiff and as safe as possible. So that is the plan for today, that we'll try and get these started. So time lapse, let's go. So repair number one, cutting up some ballistic nylon here and basically going to add some epoxy to it, mix it together, and then start to paste it onto the toe box of the Bauer skate. Now basically it was a goalie skate and there had been something rubbing on the toe box and it had rubbed all the way through. So basically all I'm doing is just patching up the hole. So off camera we have received some gloves in from the Paisley Pirates. So what we've got here is the Bauer Pro Customs with the Pirates logos on them. So some of the gloves have palm repairs that need done. So what I'm going to do is work my way through them. I don't know if we'll do them all on camera, but I'll definitely do some of them. Some of them are worse than others. This one's obviously got a hole right through the two layers of the palm. These ones here, just a little bit of sewing required just here. Palms look okay in that one, and another palm repair just here, and yet another layer of palm just there. No real damage on the rest of them. I have already off camera already done a couple of repairs while Jackie and Ian from the Pirates were in, so obviously I'll show you that in time lapse. So guys, as you can see, I'm getting the speedy stitcher ready with the red wax thread, and I'm going to sew the piping back in this glove. This was one of the, how would I put it, not as bad gloves. It was just literally a little bit of stitching had burst and it had to be sewn back in place. So this is just another repair that we ended up having to do. The first part of this repair I done off camera. It is basically shortening the straps. So I had to cut the straps off and tighten them up and re-sew in some new Velcro and basically make them a little bit tighter because they were very stretched. Now I don't have the material to actually replace these at the moment, but that's on order. So this is just a temporary repair until I get the new material in, and then I'll take it all off and replace them. So guys, as you can see, Trusty Speedy Stitcher is back out again, and we are basically sewing in the Velcro after cutting down the size of the strap to the required size. So this one is just literally me sewing them in place, and then once that's finished, it's good to go back to the customer. Cold-blooded sports fans, welcome back, and this one is going to be the jersey haul. Now, I have spoke about how many jerseys I've got, and I've accrued a full kit bag of jerseys, so this one may take a little bit of time. I'm going to talk about the special jerseys and show you the other jerseys one at a time. Obviously I'll try and make it as short a video as possible, but some of the jerseys, they warrant being spoken about. And one of the very first jerseys I ever received or ever got was this. This is the original Paisley Pirates jersey, and the story behind this one is when the Pirates first started, these were Bauer training jerseys. That was all they could afford at the time, and they managed to get the logo printed. Now, oh sorry, I say printed, it was embroidered, but they had to get so many of them embroidered. It was, how would I put it, it was very special because not everyone could get these logos. And by chance I managed to speak to Martin, who was the coach of the Pirates at the time, and he had one spare and gave it to me. We got it sewn on, and this was where the love of ice hockey started, way back in the day with the Paisley Pirates. So that's the first one. So second jersey on the agenda is another Paisley Pirates jersey, and again this one was pretty special to me as well. At the time, there was at the end of the season, some of the blood jerseys or the extra jerseys were kind of sold on at the Player of the Year award, and this one was number 12 and it was worn by Paul Shea. So this was another Pirates jersey. It was originally owned by Jim McLean, and obviously wearing number 5, it had his name bar on it, but the name bar fell off of it. I've had it for that long. Jim McLean was one of the import players, the Canadian guys that came to Paisley way back in the day. He was also the captain of the team at the time as well. There is a few Pirates jerseys that are missing, whether they've been loaned out to different people. There was a very special jersey that I had from an event that happened way back with a player called Grant Slater. Grant is no longer with us. He passed away a couple of years ago, and it was a very special jersey because he did something very silly, and obviously there was, how would I put it, it was a rivalry between the Pirates and the Flyers. And what I eventually did was I was lucky enough to get his jersey after he was currently banned or subsequently banned from playing ice hockey. I got his name bar, and when he passed away, I passed the jersey on to one of his friends, Toby Craig. So I donated the jersey to Toby for his memory. But this is another jersey. This is the Pirates jersey from when we first started sponsoring the team. This was a long time ago, where we actually had Cold-Blooded Sports on the back of it. Subsequently after that, most of the jerseys ended up with my name and number on them because I'd wear them at training sessions or say for example out and about or at Pirates games. So this is one of the other Pirates jerseys that I've got, again with the Cold-Blooded Sports sponsorship on the back of it. Don't know if you can see it very well, but anyway, the Pirates were originally founded in 1946 and they've been through a couple of different owners since then. So obviously at the moment it's the Tully family that own the Pirates, and this is one of their jerseys. So guys, this one is the 75-year anniversary Pirates jersey, again given to us by the Turleys for our sponsorship. Again, as you can see, we are sponsored up here. So guys, this was originally one of my first jerseys when I was playing for Paisley. It was the Cherokees. This was an expansion team back in the day, which ended up being an under-18s team. Now, there's a funny story about this jersey. This jersey, I was not given it when I left the team. It was still, so basically what happened was the jerseys were renewed every 2 years, and this was the first year of these jerseys, and this was my last year at under-18s. So what I ended up doing was gave the jersey back to the club, and the jersey done the rounds round about a couple of different players, and then subsequently Liam Clark came into the shop with my jersey, which was number 21, and then what Pamela did for me as a special gift was get my name and my number put on it, but from Leslie Valmer. So guys, when I first joined the recreational team, it was the Paisley Buccaneers, and at the time this was the jersey that they used. It was a Washington Capitals jersey with obviously the Buckies logo on the front. So after a little bit of time out from my dislocated knee, I decided that I was going to get back into playing ice hockey again, and I moved to the Paisley Panthers. So this is the jerseys and this is the number. So after a couple of seasons, the Panthers decided that they were going to change their jerseys and make them more modern looking, so this is one of the more modern ones. The grey one is missing because one of the boys in the team still has a loan of it. I'm not going to name names, but you know who you are, get it back. So guys, after moving on from the Panthers, I moved to the Blackhawks, and this was the jersey that we moved to. At the time, this was one of my favourite jerseys due to the factor of the colour fade. It faded from red at the bottom to black at the top. It was a cracking jersey. I have a white one of this as well. Yeah. As I say, here is a white one. There is a couple of jerseys that are missing. The Blackhawks did change their full red jersey. Again, loaned out the jersey, never got it back. So the next jersey I have here is the International Tour Team jersey. This was basically made because at the time the Blackhawks couldn't go abroad and play games abroad with the name of the Paisley Blackhawks. They had to change it to the International Tour Team. So there was another ruling brought into place where we couldn't actually use the International Tour Team because it had the Blackhawks logo, so the Blackhawks then asked me to be able to make another jersey for them. So the CBS Hectors were born, and they were originally the team that went on tour to Bratislava, Germany, Holland, and played in different tournaments. So after the death of the CBS Hectors that were the tour team, we decided that they were going to have a different team and they were going to call it the Booze Brothers. This was an amalgamation of multiple teams, say for example the Blackhawks, the Panthers, some Mustangs, and some of the guys that played SNL as well. So guys, this brings it to the last of the Blackhawks jerseys. This is currently what the Paisley Blackhawks wear when they're in their tournaments and when they're playing their games. So after the Blackhawks journey, I moved to the Urban Flyers. So this was originally their jerseys, and as you can see behind me, we have the special Scottish Cup winners jersey that was made from GTSM RO, and obviously we've got the white one as well. So the next recreational journey was the Mustangs when I took over as coach, and as you can see we've got the white jersey here. The red one is currently dripping wet on the washing line because usual Scottish weather, but we have the more special Mustangs jersey that I own. This is the jersey that we won the Scottish Quake with. So there's a couple of sponsors on there I want to kind of give a shout out to. Obviously this is a 10-year anniversary jersey. There's obviously Cold Blooded Sports on here, there's Glen Royal Leather, there is Cycle Lane, there is Finney Electrical, there is CGI, and there is GB Roofing on here as well. So this is where it brings the interesting jerseys. Cold Blooded Sports decided to make their own jersey, and this was for Crash Dice when the Crash Dice event was in Edinburgh. So then Cold Blooded Sports decided to do the CBS blackout jerseys, and the logo was, as you can see, blacked out. This one was a camouflage jersey which had purple, grey, blue, navy in it. There was also 3 other colours. There was a full purple jersey, there was a full blue jersey, and a full green jersey as well. So the next jersey we have was a warm-up jersey that was specifically made for the Clutha Volts disaster that happened in Glasgow when the helicopter crashed into the bar. there was a special charity game that was put on by the police and the SPRA, and the fire brigade. And what we decided to do was we sponsored the event and made our own jerseys. This was one of them. This was for Cardiff Devils as a warm-up jersey, which was a firing themed jersey, being that they were Devils, and the clan had a police jersey. So the next jerseys that we have are the 10-year anniversary Cold Blooded Sports jerseys, which you can still buy on our website. They were designed by Scott David, and as you can see on this one, maybe a bit more clearly, it has the Paisley pattern on it due to the fact that we originated in Paisley. So we'll start with one of the Elite League jerseys that I managed to pick up on a visit to Belfast. It's obviously the Belfast Giants. Next one up is the Coventry Blaze, signed. Next jersey up is the Hull Stingrays, signed by some of the team. And this one here was my original Elite League team way back in the day when it used to be the Elite League finals were held in Wembley. The Sheffield Steelers were my team. Next one up on the Elite League is the Edinburgh Capitals. As I've said before in previous videos, we actually did sponsor the Elite League Capitals for a couple of seasons before they decided to drop out of the Elite League. This next one is a Manchester Storm jersey that was given to me. It was for Pride. Another Pride jersey, Glasgow Clan. SC Bern. This is a clan jersey. It was originally given to us by Mike Will. As you can see, there's a nice little message on the back of it. Thanks for everything, CBS. So this is another clan jersey. This is a player that we actually sponsored, and it was Tristan Harper. This is a game worn jersey. So these next jerseys were given to us by a player who played with the clan. It was number 9, Ed McGrain. As you can see, both of the jerseys are signed. The reason why we got these jerseys is because they used to come down to the store every Friday, Ed and his kids, for Ed to get his skate sharpened. So next on the agenda is the sponsored Edinburgh Capitals jerseys. This one was Pavel Vorobyev's, and as you can see we had James Wallace, who was sponsored by Cold Blooded Sports, and Callum Boyd, who was sponsored by Cold Blooded Sports also. So if you are a fan of the film Youngblood, yes, this is a Hamilton Mustangs jersey with the name Youngblood on the back of it. Also a couple of extra jerseys that we've got in the back here, a couple of Gretzky Oilers jerseys. So this next jersey here is the LA Kings, and this is a special jersey to me because this was my first ever NHL game. This was the London Premier that I went to, and I picked that jersey up there. And the next jersey is the Detroit Red Wings. This is my favourite NHL team. So with regards to the Red Wings, there is a funny story. So we had a player at the clan called Derek Vale, and Derek Vale used to be involved with the Detroit Red Wings, or his dad specifically used to be part of the Little Caesars coaching staff. And as a very special present that Pamela got for myself at Christmas, she got me my own jersey, but it wasn't just my own jersey. When I first opened the box, I thought, oh great, another Red Wings jersey to add to my collection, but it actually came with my name and my number on it. But not only that, it was signed by all of the team. So there is names like Jimmy Howard, Henrik Zetterberg, Pavel Datsyuk. They're just some of the guys that are on this jersey.
Stephen might say that the Red Wings are the best team, but the Blackhawks are the best team, and this is my jersey.
So guys, that brings the end to the jerseys. I hope you liked this video. If you liked the video, please like, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Keep it cold-blooded.